DFS Show with John Impemba and James Grande.
What is going on, FA Nation? John Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook Preview Show. It is Thursday. 5-game main slate starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time all the way through the 10:30 hour with Minnesota versus Los Angeles, Timberwolves, Lakers, Western Conference playoff preview potential matchup. Pretty big deal there. Close out the night.
I like how you were, it seemed like you were about to stop like 3 separate times and you just dipped your toes back in the water. You're like, oh, that one felt nice. Oh, water's warm.
Golden State, Orlando, Denver, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Dallas, New Orleans, Phoenix is our slate here. Some power for a 5-game slate. Jokic 12-3, Luka 11K, Giannis 10-7. You got an under 10K LeBron. I assume LaMelo will be back here, 9,500. Got Kyrie off a big game at 92. Edwards, big game, 91. And Durant at 9K. So those are your top overall spend ups. What do you think's going to happen here? What's your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are there's a lot of star power for a smaller slate. And it's a good one. I've talked about it a couple times, and I think it's worth noting in some of these matchups because a lot of them obviously matter quite a bit. We are going to start getting max minutes in some of these games. Denver playing for the 2 seed essentially every night. They're going to play max minutes. The Bucks are trying to hold on to the 4 seed with the surging Pistons, now half a game behind them. They're going to be playing their guys max minutes. The Lakers also have an outside chance at the 2 seed. They're going to be playing max minutes. We're going to start really gearing up. So a lot of like fringe guys that we may have played in the past are probably going to become much more irrelevant as, you know, the slates get deeper into the year. And this feels like one of them because we have a lot of, I mean, 1-2 teams on this slate are currently like basically not contending for a playoff spot. I think Phoenix is dead and not going to make it, but they are still at least perception still like a possibly.
I mean, they're 1.5 games out of the 10. So like they're not.
They're just going the wrong. It's just the wrong. They may be 1.5 games, but it's like trending.
New Orleans and Charlotte are the 2 teams not making the playoffs here.
Yeah. So 8. So considering how many teams are like in meaningful situations, we're going to have a lot of teams playing their starters a lot of minutes in the slate.
Agreed. Slate high game total 240.5 Milwaukee versus Denver here. Denver's a 3.5 point road favorite. We have a 210.5 total to open the game. Warriors Magic. Golden State's a 5.5 point road favorite. In that one. Dallas 10.5 point home favorite at 223.5 total against Charlotte. Phoenix a 7.5 point home favorite, 235.5. And then Minnesota versus LA. Lakers giving 5.5, 223.5 game total there.
Yeah, Denver, Milwaukee stands out like a sore thumb right off the bat.
Definitely stands out. Again, point guard Luka, 11K, had the triple double, did go under, as I said to you on the Wednesday show. 65% of the bettors were on the under 31.5. He didn't come close to that, but he did triple double, did go for 70 fantasy points. So you got that going for you. Do you think there's any sort of like adrenaline drop or anything like that for Luka here at 11K? Like, do you find him to be the top play on this slate, or what do you think?
No, I don't think he's the top play. I do think he is in play. I think, you know, lost kind of like in the redemption game was that he has only played 5 games since a really serious calf injury that he suffered 2 months ago, right? And he had 1 game and we just assumed he was like all the way back. And he just didn't look great shooting. I mean, they doubled him every time he touched the ball, and he made all the right plays outside of that, and he looked great peripherally, and that's something that we've always liked from Luka. But I do think that we're going to have nights moving forward until he's like all the way back where he's struggling with his shot, and teams doubling him. So yeah, I like Luka. I still prefer Jokic. I know I sound like a broken record when I say that, but I do still lean Jokic as like the top overall spend. But
Sure.
if you're not going Jokic and you want to go Luka, you also should feel really good doing that, especially considering, oh, okay, not going to get elite scoring Luka, but we can get that, the triple double Luka, where he's now has 81 career triple doubles, and you're like, right, that guy's good.
Yep. And you even got defensive numbers out of Luka there, which probably had to just do a little bit of him just like showing up, like, oh, you don't think I play defense? Oh, well, here's 4 blocks and 2 steals or whatever.
Yeah.
Right there. So, all right, you got LaMelo 9,500 again, always live to take 30 shots. Irving on the other side of that matchup.
Boy.
Dallas looked like maybe they were going to win that game at one point because Kyrie was like, hey, guys, like, I'm still here. Like, don't forget about me. 60 fantasy points for him.
He is quite good at basketball. Also, new cut for Kyrie, looking like he was like 24 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he got shaved off like his whole beard. He looked like he was babyface for that game the other night. But he just looks great as the lead guy for them.
Again, no real shock, right? Like, this is what we know Kyrie can be when he is the usage monster on a team. So
all I'd say, John, is that Charlotte lost their 3rd straight game by over 35 points.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah,
3rd straight. I mean, this is historical bad. Like, I mean, you can't make that up. 3 straight games over 30. Anyways, like, you kind of need LaMelo to play.
Actually, this is likely out. So may not, probably not
likely out. No, that was Tuesday. Well, this is
a weird timestamp because it says 2:25, which is yesterday.
Which was Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
We are recording Thursday's podcast.
Yeah, I'm on
Wednesday night.
Yeah. I'm not in London yet. My time zones need to be where they're at. So, all right, they're facing Dallas. We'll see if LaMelo plays or not.
Yes.
Dame. I mean, this is a good spot for Dame. Highest game total on the board. Points will be scored here.
It is a good spot for Dame. I agree. You have to like the minutes for Damian Lillard. The minutes are amazing. So
yeah. Do we just keep playing Alvarado, or do you worried about the 20 minutes he got against San Antonio there?
Yeah, I mean, the minutes were not great. I am definitely a little less inclined to go there. But
I just wonder if it's like a random one-off situation.
So they didn't play Messi the first game.
Yeah.
Like a lot. They didn't play him in the 4th quarter. They gave Messi the run in the 4th quarter this game. They also, John, I don't know if you saw, they played Bruce Brown 28 minutes.
Sure.
Bruce Brown's already out for this game. So I think, and Kelly Olynyk's out for this game. So what I think is they're going to do is they're going to start Jose Alvarado, would be my guess.
Sure.
I guess they could, in theory, start Jordan Hawkins, because he was a guy that they started. Yeah. They've obviously drafted in like high draft capital on him. And especially with Phoenix not doing traditional point guard, maybe they go bigger. But I would assume Hawkins, like between Hawkins, Alvarado, probably get the start. So if Alvarado starts, I'd be okay. Honestly, probably anyways, because they are down Kelly O, they are down Bruce Brown, they are down Brandon Boston as well.
Obviously, smaller slates of positional, positions get smaller here. We could have the return of Dante DiVincenzo. He's questionable for this game.
Yep.
Even if he was a play, though, we would assume like a pretty decent limit here.
Yes, for sure.
So, what do you think this does for the rest of the point guard position?
If Cole Anthony doesn't play, you could take a look at Anthony Black, although I don't love the 5K price. If LaMelo doesn't play, I assume LaMelo is going to play. He has just really rested on back-to-backs, and that's what we kind of saw the other day, right? We assumed he wasn't going to play. He didn't play. There's no back-to-back. They play Saturday again, so I'd assume that he's going to play. If he doesn't, they started KJ Simpson. KJ Simpson was awesome from a fantasy perspective. Played through the blowout. And they also played Baugh a bunch of minutes. He was good for fantasy. He was terrible in real life. He took 13 shots. He was 2 of 13. He had 5 turnovers. So if there's no LaMelo, Simpson and Baugh are the 2 guys to take a look at. I don't think there'd be anything else. AJ Green would probably be the only other name I'd even consider. AJ Green's playing 30 minutes a night. 4 straight games out of the break, AJ Green's played 33, 30, 37, 30 minutes. He has a very low floor, but he's $3,600 against the team in Denver that does allow a bunch of threes. So I'd be good with $3,600 AJ Green as a punt play.
Sure. Weirdly, they got Anthony's there at 53, huh? The Suggs is supposed to come back too?
No, Suggs is out.
Okay. No, just a random questionable. Haven't officially.
They did. They literally there was a note earlier today that said there is no timetable for Jalen Suggs' return.
Word.
So I'm operating under the assumption he's not playing again for a little while.
Was there anybody else in this mid range that you liked at point guard?
Pajemski if the game stays competitive, but also he's 4th option. No.
Okay. Shooting guard then. Ant Edwards is $9,100, questionable with soreness in his calf. But we know what he is certainly capable of doing. You have Booker against New Orleans. Again, this is a really good matchup for all of Phoenix. He had another really big game. Did foul out of that game too late in that one.
Yep.
Where are you looking to spend up here?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if Ant plays. He was limping with the calf after the game. He's expected to play, but we'll see. The Lakers have been number 1 in defense over the last 15 games, so that's something to obviously note. You could play Ant, you could play Booker. I think the next name that really stands out is Bradley Beal. And I assume Bradley Beal, once again, is going to be really popular. I assume Bradley Beal is going to start and play monster minutes once again. You're right. He should. I'm not saying he shouldn't, but just kind of with the way he's played out of the break and, the last couple of games going into the break.
I'm very curious to see what his PRA number will be again, because it was 27.5, as I told you guys on the show, to take the over.
He almost got that in just points.
Got that in just points. 24, 11, and 5.
Feels like that number was slightly too low.
Too low.
So yes, it's just slightly, just slightly.
So we'll see. We'll see. See what happens.
We will see.
All right. Other mid-tier options for us. Where are we looking to go?
Klay Thompson was really good the other day. Klay does have a ceiling if he's going to play 30 minutes. So I don't hate Klay at 54. I don't hate Max Christie if they're going to start him again. They started him against the Lakers. I believe Exum. Let's see if Exum. Yeah, he's listed questionable here on DraftKings. I'd have to believe he was concussed after he took an elbow to the face from LeBron. I assume we see Christie start again because Exum's probably not going to play. So at 5,100, if Christie's starting again, him and Klay, I think, are solid. You actually called out the Grayson stuff the other day, and I was a little more skeptical. But when
they played overtime, but also they played a smaller lineup that just allowed him to be on the floor.
Yeah, they moved Bol into the starting lineup over Royce O'Neal, and then basically like Richards and Plumlee were just ancillary pieces, and then their wings played more. So if that's the route they're going to take, then I think Grayson Allen looks like, if you were to ask me like Grayson Allen or Moses Moody, I would just tell you whoever's lower owned.
Sure.
Probably because they look super similar. Grayson's the better matchup, but like whoever's lower owned, I would just play.
I agree. Anybody else? Do we
sh-
do the Shannon thing here? I mean,
dude, he has been pretty unbelievable. I'd have to assume he's going to keep playing. One, like he's going to play if Edwards doesn't. But two, I guess the elephant in the room would be DiVincenzo's return. What does the DiVincenzo cut into? I know he's been operating as the point guard, but like he doesn't have to operate as the point guard. He could operate as another guard spot that just takes up a wing rotation. So we'll have to look. We'll have to check back on the ownership of that one. And not you, because you won't be, but we'll check back on the Shannon ownership. I would, if Jordan Hawkins, for the record, started, absolutely just immediately click Jordan Hawkins against the corpses that are the Phoenix Suns defense.
Sure. Small forward, Zion's 87, Wagner's 84. And Doc Murphy there, Butler, McDaniels up to 6,900 now. Thoughts here at small forward?
Yeah, I mean, you can get to any of these like top names. Orlando looks lost offensively. Franz has a ceiling. Zion has a ceiling. Trey Murphy has a ceiling. We just saw it. Now his price is below 8K. Jimmy hasn't been able to play minutes because they just blow everybody out. So, yeah, I mean, any of them are. I wouldn't say anything is a priority for me.
Okay.
If we're not, we'll talk LeBron at power forward, but I would say nothing here is like priority. All of them in play, nothing a priority. I think it's all kind of like tournament stuff.
So I mean, obviously this position kind of stinks then, right? You can play guys we've talked about a shooting guard here. There's a lot of dual positional eligibility guys. Is there a small forward that you are keying in on, I guess, at this position?
Yeah, MBJ was really good the other day.
Okay.
So MBJ, you could play all the guys we talked about. If DiVincenzo doesn't return, NAW continues to be really good and play a lot of minutes off the bench or start, whatever his role has been. He's been just playing a lot and being good. So NAW is okay. We talked Grayson.
Yeah.
They kind of cut Royce. Jalen Clark's another one.
I don't really see like anything here.
There's not.
Yeah.
There's not.
Might just play LeBron, honestly. It's small.
Might just play LeBron.
Power forward gives you Giannis at 10-7, and the minutes restriction went up on him. Played 32 now in back-to-back games. You got to assume might see a minutes lift in this matchup, specifically against Denver. LeBron, $9,900. We talked about it. If you wanted to make a pivot from Luka, you could have gone LeBron for about 3 quarters. That was a bad call. Didn't finish, obviously, with 48 fantasy points, not what you were looking for. But the fourth quarter was fantastic. Probably helped push some people across the cash line with the way that fourth quarter went down for him. $9,900. We were willing to run that one right back. Then you get KD at 9K here, who's just playing like infinite minutes at this point.
Yeah, KD, it's an infinite minutes glitch, huh? KD just is like, I'm not coming off the floor. I don't care what you say. Yeah, the Giannis minutes, they had said that he was able to play up to 34. So if we're going to get 34 minutes out of Giannis or more, that's obviously, I mean, 10-7 for Giannis. I'd have to assume that's the lowest. That's the lowest it's been since October 31st. That's the 5th game of the year.
Yeah.
If there's no restriction on Giannis oh boy, I would.
I mean, he's paying it off even at 30 minutes, right? But you give him no restriction, and there's 7x potential here.
Yeah, I mean there is legitimacy to like him being the best per dollar play of the slate. Pace up, like really good pace game. So yeah, love Giannis, love LeBron, love KD. You could play any and all of them and be happy with your decision.
Nas at $7,900. Great play. Better
Great.
play if there ends up being no Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's just great. He's just great. I mean, they
Another
have
guy playing all the minutes in the world.
yeah, and like nothing bad to say here.
Nothing bad to say here. $7,900. Where would we go? Bull if they start him again, right? Aaron Gordon 53, Bull 49.
Yes, both those for sure. I assume they go back to the Bulls starting lineup. It was too good offensively not to. And no matter what they do defensively, it's not making any difference. So just play Bull. Like, it doesn't matter. And the Gordon stuff for sure. The shot volume for Aaron Gordon lately has been amazing. So if they're not going to budge his price, then yes. I would, by the way, circle back to PJ Washington. I know he was dreadful. I completely understand he didn't make a single shot the other day.
Yeah.
If he just made like a few shots, he has like a monster game.
Yeah.
Because he
10, 5, 4, and 1.
I mean, so like I wouldn't shy away from PJ just because he had a bad game. We talk about it all the time. You need to have the goldfish memory when it comes to DFS. So the only other name that I would have mentioned there was
you get PJ. His revenge game now too,
Yeah. Matt Kovic, I think maybe in a world where they like want, if Bull starts and they just want to go like really big or stay really big with Kelly O, Matt Kovic starts.
Okay.
Like if they're just like, hey, screw it, we're doing this triple big thing. Kelly O's not there. Let's just insert another big, right?
Yeah.
And Matt Kovic starts. So there's a world they do that.
Okay. I like it. Center gives us the Joker, 12-3. 65 fantasy points there against the Pacers. 9 of 14 shooting, just 2 free throw attempts. Went 6 of 1 from 3.
6 of 1. You literally said that, and I couldn't actually fathom what you just said in my headset.
I'm just reading what it says on the screen. He went 6 of 1.
I was just looking at Kawhi Leonard stats, and all I see is 4s. It's just so many 4s across the board.
Yeah.
And I just hear 6 of 1. Like, why did he just he's going to like a different country and suddenly he thinks he doesn't know how to speak? Like, what?
They got different outlets in London, man. I got to buy adapters to plug my phone in.
Oh, don't even go. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why even bother?
I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, he was 6 of 1 from 3, 9 of 14 from the floor. Only 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 19 assists and 18 points. 4 stocks is nice to see. So play a Joker if you want. No one's gonna sit here and fight you on that one.
Yeah.
Mark Williams, 25 minutes. Is this just kind of where he's at now? Do we think they keep getting blown out? Do we think he just gets limited?
I think it's that one. I think it's because they're getting blown out that he hasn't had.
It would be a great spot for him if he would play full run.
It really would be. But you just mentioned the kicker is if he gets full run, right?
If he gets full run, yeah. Yep. Wendell Carter, 52.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, dude, they're just they're so lost. Orlando is so lost. They are lost in the sauce.
Because what else would you play?
Jokic. Brolo has been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Jokic matchup, but we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
He's good, Jokic. Obviously, he's the best player in the world. He is blockable. He's blockable. His
Yes,
shot.
we've talked about, right? Yeah, you talked about this. He gets his shot block, but then he just gets his rebounds back.
Dude, he's so quick where like he shoots, gets it blocked, and there's just like no time in between like him grabbing the ball and like already going back up with it.
Yeah.
It's like, how does someone that big do it? So like, yeah, I think with how good he's played, we know that the minutes will be there, right? There's no Bobby Portis. Like, there's no minutes to be stolen from Brook Lopez. So if we're going to get mid-30s minutes, they have to have Jokic chase Brook Lopez to the three-point line. In all these, like, pick and pop actions, it's going to be tough for Jokic to defend.
Yeah.
This might be, like, sealing Brook, like, 4, 5, 6 threes made in this game.
Okay. I mean, the attempts will certainly probably be there. I mean, 6 or 7 and 3 of the last 4. So,
yep.
All right, let's build a lineup here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are we going Giannis or Jokic?
Eves BC, 4,700. He closed last game. No Kelly O. I think there's a chance that he closes this game as well.
Okay.
Sorry,
no, that's a good shot. It's a good shot. Back to the question though: Joker or Giannis?
What are you thinking, John? What do you want to do here?
I'm still feeling.
Joker?
I'm still leaning. Yeah, I'm still feeling the Joker here. But if we
let's
need
play
the money,
Joker.
I don't mind going to Giannis. Obviously.
Yeah, let's play the Joker.
It's just more now. We need to find value on a small slate here, right? So like I don't feel like we went under 5K for too many plays.
AJ Green
double center.
AJ Green.
Yeah, AJ
36.
Green. Sure.
Hawkins 38. I think the Pelicans Bol. I think the Pelicans are a good value team because they have no Olynyk, no Bruce Brown, no Brandon Boston. I think like Misi, Hawkins, Matt Kovic, one of those 3 are probably going to play like, and maybe 2 are going to play like big minutes.
Okay. Like Nas here. Just play Alvarado. Just keep stacking it.
Yeah, Alvarado's fine.
Beal 68. That gives us a 5K util. Anthony Black.
Yeah, Anthony Black's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
All right.
I'd probably Grayson. Probably.
Misi? Just play Misi again.
Could also play.
Yeah. 4 Pelicans? 3 Pelicans?
Yeah, I don't know about 3 like, and it's like the 3 non-main Pelicans.
Non the core guys, yeah, 3 non-core guys. Well, I mean, if we just do what we said we do, just go down. That gives us a $6,600 util, which is Pajemski or Michael Porter.
Probably
like that.
Probably MPJ. Probably MPJ there, yeah. If we're going that direction, it's probably MPJ.
Right. Oh, could do that. Or go back to Giannis, or go back to Joker and drop down from Nas Reed. I like Nas Reed here.
Yeah, we could, yeah.
But that could get us to Washington instead of Reed. And then do Joker up here. And that will give us $5,700 util. Just go Brook Lopez. Just go the other side of that spot. Alvarado, Hawkins, Beal, Bol, Jokic, Green, Washington, Lopez, if you wanted to fit there. Otherwise, you can go Nas Reed with Giannis instead and do that lineup there.
I like it.
5 games. Grande will be live with Keith at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be off for a couple of days going to London. Be back Tuesday. So I'll see you then. Good luck, everybody, though. Enjoy. Win some money while I'm gone. I can't play over there. So I won't be able to.
No.
I'll watch. I hope you guys all have a bunch of success. We'll talk to you later.